Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with Ice Lakes, and this is just me this time, but hopefully here with the weekend coming up, DULAKABA and I can get back on here and maybe we could try to coax Pastulios Rage on here for a while, but we can do a tournament again against each other. And now that I have acquired what I have acquired, we can mix it up even more, guys. But first of all, I want to go over here to equipment and let you see what I have done. I have recently purchased a heavy standard drill and a heavy classic rod, which means I can catch much bigger fish, guys. So now this thing is kind of slow, but that's what I have to start with, and eventually I will be able to move up. I would love to eventually get the heavy technic or the heavy mechanic or even the heavy pro and get this heavy tungsten, because the drill is kind of slow. That's just seems to be a given. Now I'm going to go over here to baits as well. I need to purchase a little bit more of this trout jam, and I might get some golden balls too. Do I have enough? No, not quite. Alright, let's go over to jigs. I also wanted to get a better... the green bomber is too expensive still. Well, I'll have to make do with what I've got. I don't have a lot of gold on me right now because after purchasing those, it pretty much wiped me out money-wise. However, we are going to get some money if it kills us. So, but first of all, what I want to do is I want to show you just how well this guy works. Now, I'm going to go with a 15-minute map setting, and I'm going with autumn because that is the salmon run in the morning, and we're going to the west coast because I want you to see just how big these fish can get. Alright, let's give her a start. I already have everything set up for the most part. You notice I have a yellow drill now. I'm going to set the depth finder on here. Now I have a spot that I really like, and that bugger in front of me seems to be going for it too. You are not going to take my spot, are you? Okay, right here is where I like. Anyway, we're going to drill. And you're going to notice right off the bat how long it takes to drill. It is slow. And my heavy rod is also much slower too. So you kind of have to deal with that. Alright, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get the bait. I think I'm going to use trout jam. Alright, and we're going to drop a little of that in. And scoop it just for good measure, and then we'll go in. Now, apparently you can adjust this, but I want to go all the way to the bottom. Now this doesn't move nearly as much as the other rod, unless something's really big. It's not as sensitive. So again, you get slow, not as sensitive. So there's a few drawbacks with this, but with the big fish, you definitely have to have it. That's just the way it is. See what I mean? See how far down that went? Now look how slow. Look over to the left. See how slow that thing is moving? Yeah, this is going to be a very, very big fish. Very big fish. Very heavy. Now, despite the slowness, if you're playing against the NPCs, you're more likely to beat them just because of the size of these fish. Check it out. 15.35 pound salmon. Now we're talking some fish here, guys. Now we're talking some fish. Alright. Let that get all the way back to the bottom. And we're going to do up and down. Seems like the salmon take more to the up and down, as do the pike, as you well know. And I'd be happy to get a pike, because out here they're going to be big. Here we go. Now this one's not going to be nearly as big, but, and you can kind of look over to the left. You notice it's going up, but it's going up a little bit faster than it did last time. It's probably another salmon. Yep. 3.6 pounds. Now that's decent size. Decent size. Now, I really haven't determined whether or not once you catch a big one, that's all you're going to catch. It doesn't seem to be that way, but you're not going to always catch big ones. But without this gear, you're not going to catch them at all. You're going to just get the size of the type that I just got, and then you'd end up wasting the time of reeling it in, only to find out it was too small for the hole, or if you don't have the heavy rod, it'll break the line. I'll go with the circular motion this time. There we go. Now this one's going to be a bit healthier. It's not as slow as it was with this 15-pound salmon, but it's still pretty slow. Kind of cool. Kind of interested to see what this is. Might be another salmon. Might be a pike. Nope, it's another salmon. 10-pounder. Nice. We are getting us some big old fish. Big old fish. There we go. Alright. I want to keep this style here. It seems to be very, very good, actually. Well, I think the reason why I like it is because it does the up and down and the side to side, so it kind of gives you a little bit more of a chance of getting different. There we go. There's a big one. There's a big one. Man, I can't get over this. I'm just getting big ones after one right after another. Come on. Wow. Must be another big salmon. Well, you hit hard too. Yep, 12.77 pounds. Floppo. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You see, I could have done an all trout competition since salmon fits into that category. That would have been really good for me because obviously I'm just catching the salmon. Now when DULAKABA and I do our next tournament, I'm not sure. I'm thinking we're going to do an all pike because that's Dula's favorite fish to fish for. He loves to fish for pike, and I do too. I do like to fish for pike. But the technique for that is very, very different. You wouldn't be sitting here at one hole just fishing and fishing and fishing. And with pike, the way this game works, you can only get maybe one pike per hole. So you kind of have to get up and move around. And that kind of makes sense because it is a predatory fish. You're not going to have a lot of them in one place because they are competing for food from one another. It's kind of like you won't find a whole lot of cougars in one area or a whole lot of bears in one area. You cannot have the competition. Yeah, I'm thinking about moving here because This may have been fished out, and it was... I'm not complaining, believe me. I think I did very well here. Very well indeed. Alright, let's pull stakes and go see where else we can... Yeah, another good spot is right over here. I think there's like a little island over here too. Looks like somebody's doing some drilling. Whoa, I couldn't go that... I thought I went... Well, maybe I didn't go that far last time. Well, we'll try right here. Let's get it. Maybe not. Yeah, see how much longer it takes? You just have to be patient. We still have 6 minutes, so we're not in terrible shape time-wise. Alright, let's see what we will see. Let's see if we got these fish here. Alright. I'm going to do the circular motion again. The good thing is usually with the big ones, there's no question. See? that you've got you a fish. And it's another big one. Most definitely. Wow. He's heavy. I don't know if he's bigger than that first one I got, but... Oh, there you go, guys. There you go. Now that, my friends, that is a pike. 16 pounds. Almost 16 and a half, actually. That's a fish, guys. That's just cool. I was hoping I'd catch one. I wasn't going to keep my fingers crossed about it so much. I didn't think I was going to get that lucky. But there he is. He is actually my personal best for this. Definitely my personal best for pike. Got another big one here. I'm thinking this would be a salmon though. Just because we got the pike out of the hole. Alright, come on. Yep, 10.59 pounds. Very nice. And we still have 4 minutes. And I'm not exactly sure how many pounds of fish I've got, but I've got at least 60 here. In just that short of a time. I mean, if you were doing a 45-minute run, you could get well over maybe even a couple of 100 pounds of fish. This one's not big. Okay. Either that or I was too slow. I might have been too slow. Nope, it's an eel. Aren't they funky looking? Not huge. It seems like with the eel, in this particular lake, if I go back and forth, that tends to be what entices them a little more. They can get pretty good size too. I think the biggest I've gotten of those is around 5 pounds. But you saw it barely tipped. Barely saw a little dip to the rod. And that was with a 2-pound fish. Now let's see if we can get us an eel, a big eel. Why not? I think we've got plenty to win this contest. I'm not getting much action here, guys. And it's just about time. It's probably too late to move to another hole. Would like to get one more. Just one more under my belt, but not sure that's gonna happen. Hey, it's snowing. It's snowing! Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull stakes here, guys, because I want to win this contest. I think I've got enough to win it without any problem. And it's time to move on. So let's get our butts on over there, because we do not want to take any chances. It's only a 15-minute run, so we don't have a whole lot of chance to move around anyway. It's a bit of a walk. Just a bit of a walk. Yeah, I don't think I would have the guts to have moved my car out in the ice like this. I'd be afraid the thing would end up at the bottom of the lake. Alright, here we are, guys. Got a lot of latecomers. My gosh, well, I guess if these things can support an 18-wheeler. I wonder what that blue one does. I'm gonna have to look at that. I think that's a medium-sized drill. Yeah, the medium-sized drills are pretty fast. And I guess it just would matter, you know, more or less be based on what lake you're in. There we go. 3, 2, 1. I won 70 pounds, guys. 70 pounds. I didn't catch the most, but I caught the heaviest. Alright, that's it, guys. That is the huge auger, huge heavy pole, and we're talking some big fish, guys. Anyway, please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will be back with another Ice Legs hopefully soon with my good pal DULAKABA, and until then, I will see you later. Bye bye.